Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. So if you are new here, my name is Jess, this is Copper Garden. We talk about all things Disney style, travel, lifestyle, bit of everything. There's a few vlogs thrown in there as well. And if you are returning, then welcome back. Today's video is going to be one that I'm very excited about, and it's going to be an unboxing of the new Pandora Star Wars collection, which is very, very new to the scene and something that I'm very excited about as a Disney fan. I'm also a very kind of new age Star Wars fan, shall we say. Like, I used to watch it a lot with my brother as a kid, and I just never really got on the hype of it. Maybe because I thought it was like something my brother enjoyed and I didn't like it for that reason. Maybe I don't know, maybe I didn't watch it enough. But since visiting Disney World and seeing Galaxy's Edge and also watching the entire films in order, I actually have a kind of newfound appreciation for Star Wars, and it's slowly becoming one of my favorite things. Like, I sit and watch Star Wars most weeks. I'd say I probably watch a film a week, and I'm really enjoying it. Specifically love Rogue One. Rey is a babe, I think she's great. Also, obviously, we love Princess Leia. There's so many like leading ladies in it, and I actually just really enjoy it. So I thought I would share this collection with you because I know that a lot of you are Star Wars fans and Disney fans, and with Christmas coming up, it might be something that you invest in for yourself or maybe for a loved one. And if I'm honest, it's a collection that I'm obsessed with, so I know that you guys are gonna love it too. So we're going to jump straight in and start talking about the collection, because there is one bracelet and a few different charms, and honestly I think there's something for everyone. There's so many different kind of versatile pieces in this. I'm going to share with you at the end my 3 favourites, because I actually have favourites that I think would not only work great on a bracelet together but also as a necklace as well. Like, you could layer them with different necklaces, because something that I love doing with charms is putting them onto chains. So for example, if there's a gold charm, I'll pop it on a gold chain or a silver charm, etc. And some of them you can put on like choker chains and layer them up and they look really gorgeous. So we're going to start off with the bracelet, because this is obviously the key part. So this is kind of like the beginning step or the finishing touch, depending on how you look at it. So I actually think this would be a great addition if you are planning on buying this for a gift, or obviously for yourself, and you want a kind of base to start from, especially if you are planning to kind of collect up all the charms and you want somewhere to keep them all. I know a lot of people like keeping the different Disney collections on different bracelets, so for example like the Lion King one or the Star Wars one, etc. And this is honestly one of my favorite types of Pandora bracelet. It's the little snake bracelet, so it's kind of quite movable, it's very interlinkable, and it's not necessarily a chain, but it's also not like a solid bar, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a solid bangle. So I really enjoy it. I think they're really great, and I like that they're so movable. And I also love that the clasp is themed. So the clasp on this one actually says Star Wars in the classic logo. It's obviously the really easy open and close that Pandora use on most of their bracelets, and honestly I just think it's such a gorgeous design, and I really like this, especially for obviously collecting up all of your charms. Or to be honest, you could even just use this as like a standard bracelet, because essentially the clasp kind of works as a charm in itself too. So that, like I said, could be your base to build from, or it also could be like your finishing touch where you just get that as like the addition to a present. But I'm going to talk you through all of the charms because there's quite a few in here, and to be honest, they're all absolutely gorgeous, and I am obsessed with each and every single one of these in different ways. So we're going to go ahead and talk through the character charms first, then we're going to go into the kind of dangling charms and stuff, because I think the character ones are the ones you're going to want to see the most, and they're also my favourites. Actually, no, do you know what? We're going to start with the logo charm, because this is like my actual favourite from the whole collection. So the logo charm is literally as it says on the tin. It is the Star Wars logo. It's a really classic minimal design in the classic Star Wars font, and it's just a really nice flat kind of in-between charm. So you could use this as like a single minimal charm, or you could have it as like a breaker between dangling ones, which I think is sometimes quite a nice thing to do. But to me, this one would be so great if you had that on its own on the bangle, or also if you had it on like a little choker or something, because it's just really minimal. And if I'm honest, I think this is probably my favorite one of the entire collection, just for the fact that it's really minimal, and it's like a nice simple way to be like, I love Star Wars, without being like, I love Star Wars. So that's why I love this one. And it also comes in a limited edition gold, which is equally as gorgeous, and I actually kind of think that one's a good one to have, just because you can mix it up really easily. And Star Wars is kind of, in my opinion, Star Wars jewellery is very mix and match with metals. Like, the Star Wars films are very kind of mix and matching metals. There's a lot of like gold and silver and stuff in there, and I think it's really nice if you mix the two together in the jewellery as well. And like I said, it's just a really gorgeous, simple, minimal piece. Then the next charm that I'm absolutely obsessed with, so this is like my other really favourite one, is this little Darth Vader head. So this one is again like a really classic Pandora charm in the fact that it's not dangly, it's nothing like that. It's just a really classic minimal charm, and it's got the black enamel on, so you can really easily just see straight away this is Darth Vader. And I feel like you can't make a Pandora collection on Star Wars without including a Darth Vader head. Like, he is just iconic, and if I'm honest, I think he's my favourite from the whole thing. Like, I think he's my favourite character. Don't get angry at me for this. I love a villain. I am such a villain person. Like, give me any film and I will probably prefer the villain to the main character, but Darth Vader has a special place in my heart because his story is probably my favourite storyline that kind of feeds throughout the whole Star Wars films. Obviously, the whole Jedi massacre situation wasn't great, but the fact that he's just like such a cool character, and I just, I don't know, I just love it. I love how he gets his mask. I love how he ends up as Darth Vader. Like, I just think it's a really cool story, and I love that it's symbolized in this really dainty little charm. And I just think you could easily put literally those two on a bracelet and they look really cute together, and they'd be a really nice kind of simple minimal Star Wars bracelet if you were to have one, or like I said, you could layer them on 2 different necklaces and they'd look great. Moving on, we have, who should we go for? Should we go for an OG character? There's 3 more. Let's go for an OG. So on the topic of mixing metals, this is probably my other 3rd favourite. I'm basically going in order of my favourites, but not. So this is a little C-3PO charm, who again is a really iconic character. He's basically like the best thing ever. He's made within the first 5 minutes of the first ever film, and he is just an OG. He is one of the ones that is like the true character throughout, and I love that he comes back in the later ones as well. Like, I just think he's great. So he is actually a charm with the kind of body dangling, so his head is technically like the charm part, and then the body like comes off that, and he's actually got movable parts, so his little arms move and his little legs move as well, which is really sweet. And I just love that he's gold. I think he's got a really cute little face, and he's just a nice kind of additional piece, which is again really iconic Star Wars, but with that little twist of the fact that he's gold compared to the other ones. And there is actually a Chewbacca charm as well, which I don't have in my collection, which is so cute. And again, Chewbacca is another one of those characters that I just absolutely love. I think he's great. He's like your big cuddly teddy bear that looks a bit angry and probably should be a bit angry, but he's actually really cute. And I love the whole like storyline with him and Han Solo as well throughout. I just think it's really great. As you can tell, I watch them a lot. I have a lot of like knowledge of Star Wars, which I honestly don't think many people would expect of me. Like, I feel like I don't look like, I mean, I don't know what a typical Star Wars fan is supposed to look like, but I don't think if you saw me you would be like, she's a Star Wars lover, she loves her Star Wars and she can quote the whole lot. Like, it's just not something you'd expect, but I do love it. And the Chewbacca one is really cute. I'll put it on the screen so you can see it, but it's a really nice charm, and it's definitely worth having a look at as well if you want maybe like a whole character bracelet, to be fair. Next up in our unboxing, I have them in my hand just as like a little what can we pick next, because obviously I got them all out of the boxes. I've been looking at them for a while before doing this video. It's not like a straight unboxing, but it kind of is. So we're gonna go next up with the other character before we jump onto the dangles. So this is the final like full-on character charm. Actually no, it's not. There's still another character charm, but he's a dangly. So this is the little BB-8 charm, and I love this one because it is a classic like circular Pandora charm, but you've obviously got his little head on top which completely spins around, and I love that feature. I love that it's got the kind of the orange enamel on it. It's got the little black enamel as well. It's got the embossed detailing, and it's really, really cute. Like, it's just a really gorgeous little design, and I think it's done really, really well. Like, this is probably my favorite in terms of the design of it, because I think it's just really, really cute. And BB-8 is obviously again a really iconic character in the whole kind of Star Wars world, and we love him. He is great. But I think, to be honest, you could so easily make a little like Star Wars gang necklace and just have like everyone on there. You can have all the little character charms in a row. You could do it on a bracelet. I know I keep talking about necklaces, but I feel like I just want to make a point of like, you can do it as other things as well. It doesn't have to be on a bracelet, because I know a lot of people love bracelets. I personally do as well, but it just gives you a different kind of way to wear your charms, and it also gives them like that new lease of life where you can mix them, match them a little bit. Then we've got we've got 4 charms left. So this is the third, well, this is the final character one. So this is a little R2-D2, who again is a really iconic character, and he's actually a dangling charm. So if you've ever seen the Pandora charms, they have these dangly ones which are slightly smaller on the actual like charm bit that goes onto the bracelet, but then they've got this dangly body part here which has got, I mean, they've got hundreds of different charms of this kind of style, so you've probably seen this kind of style before, but this is the R2-D2 one, which The band of the actual kind of charm bit that goes onto your bracelet has actually got little cubic zirconias in stars that are blue, which I think is a really cute detail, and it actually features on the other dangling ones as well, which I thought was a nice touch because it kind of like feeds through, and when you've got them all on the bracelet it kind of looks quite nice and uniform. But this one's really cute. Like I said, he dangles and his little kind of robot arms move and his head also turns, which I think is such a cute little detail that you maybe wouldn't think about as being something that you care about on a like charm, but to me as a fan, like that's a really cute little detail because it's something that to me makes sense because he does have those moving parts, and the fact that his head moves to like each side, it's like a little detail that is really appreciated. There's a couple of other ones actually in here as well that I'm going to show you I haven't got around to yet, but they also have like the cute little details. So this is again a favourite. I love this. I mean, they're all favourites. I absolutely love every single one of these. And while I'm on the subject of R2-D2 as well, because obviously he's made of metal, I thought I would quickly don't know why that's the association in my head, but I thought I would quickly mention that Pandora have actually made this collection of 71% recycled materials, which I think is really important to note because sustainability and kind of reusing and looking after our environment is really important. And obviously this is a collection based on Star Wars. It's the galaxy. The galaxy is equally as important as our planet. Like the whole thing links together and it's important. Environmental issues are important. So I think it's really great that Pandora have done that. And it's also good to note as well, they are planning to use all sustainable silver and gold by 2025, which again, really great point. I actually found this out literally just from browsing the Star Wars collection on the website, and I thought it was a really good thing to kind of throw in the video because it's something that I like knowing about things like that. Like I think it just makes me feel like, oh, okay, they're really making a difference, and little things like that are just something cute to note. Moving on, we've got 3 more charms. We've got 2 more dangly ones and then a final charm, which is really cute. So I'm going to go with the dangly ones again now. So obviously again, as I just mentioned, they all have the same cubic zirconia star around the band bit. Same on the third final one I've got here as well, but I think it's just, like I said, a really cute way to kind of draw the collection together, and it looks really nice when you've got them all on one bracelet, because I have actually been wearing them all on one bracelet and I think they just look really great together. But I also just these dangly ones get me, and they've basically got like 2 different moving pieces, and these are kind of styles that Pandora do a lot and I really enjoy because they kind of add a different dimension to the charm, and it's not just like a character charm, it's kind of a scene, shall we say. So this one's actually got a piece on the front which is a cutout silver with 2 crossing lightsabers in blue and red, so you've got the tiny little cubic zirconias going up each one in the colour, and I think this is really gorgeous. Obviously if you're a Star Wars fan, you know the symbolism of having a red and a blue, and they are on there. So lightsabers are obviously a classic part of Star Wars, you cannot make a collection without one. And then on the background bit, you've actually got a flat enamel charm bit here which has actually got like almost a galaxy on it, so it looks like you're kind of shooting through the galaxy. If you have seen Star Wars or like space films, you know that when they shoot forward it almost like looks like lines coming back with the stars, so that's what's on there like that. And then it's also got like a subtle glitter which I think is really pretty. But my favourite part of this charm is actually the back, which I think this is again a really cute little touch that you maybe wouldn't necessarily think that you cared about, but it's actually something that ends up being really sweet and it kind of draws you in a little bit more. And that's the fact that it's got "May the Force be with you" embossed on the back, and I honestly just love it. I think it's such a cute little detail. It's so Star Wars and it's just a really gorgeous little addition to the bracelet that just makes it a little bit more special. The bracelet, yeah, the bracelet, the charm, you know what I mean. And then the final dangling charm is actually this one, which has Leia on it, Princess Leia. She is iconic. She's honestly one of my favourites. Her and Rey I think are such great characters. Obviously being a girl and growing up in kind of Star Wars movies and stuff, I love having all of the guys, but I think it's really important that there was a female lead. So this is a really iconic charm. Again with the cubic zirconia stars around the top, and then you've got actually 4 on the main bit as well in blue, surrounding a little picture of Princess Leia that's cut out. Really gorgeous little charm. I love that she's got her buns, obviously it's iconic. Her little hair buns are the best thing ever. I did consider filming and trying to do the buns, but I realised that that would just be such a bad mistake because I can't do them. That is why my hair looks like this. Also, I did wear my Star Wars jumper, but where it was white, I just blended into the wall and I look like a floating head. So that is why I am not dressed in Star Wars or with Star Wars hair. But moving back to the charm, the background of this one, so obviously you've got the 2 different moving pieces, is actually like a little galaxy. So you've got well, you've got 2 little planets and then a few little stars. Then you've got the glitter and the dark blue enamel background as well. And on the back of this one, it says "Don't mess with this princess," which I thought was really sweet because obviously she is an iconic character. And then the final charm that I've got is actually this one, which is a classic Pandora shape. So it's not dangly or anything, it's just a classic charm. And this one's actually got stars engraved. And on one side, it has the Star Wars logo just kind of on it in a circle. And then on the other side, there's actually a little kind of scene cut out of R2-D2 and C-3PO, which is, again, really, really cute. It's just kind of one of those charms that is really minimal, but really obviously Star Wars. So if you don't like the dangly charms, because I know some people prefer dangly, I know some people prefer like this style, but there's kind of something for everyone. And I think this one's quite a good one to also break up between the dangling ones. So if I'm to like arrange everything on a bracelet, I quite like when you've got dangly charms and then like other ones mixed in the middle, so it's not just like full on dangle around the whole thing. And they're quite nice like breaker ones to kind of put in the middle and break them up a little bit. But also, like, again, you could easily put those onto necklaces and stuff and they would look equally as cute. I've got them all in my little like box here, keeping them safe. I'm going to put them back on the bracelet in a minute. I basically took it all apart to show you this, and now I just want to put them all back on and wear them again. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my unboxing of the Pandora Star Wars collection. Let me know in the comments which charm is your favourite, and I would love to know as well if you're planning on buying any of it, and if you already have, what have you got? Because I know a lot of you that watch my videos are Disney fans, so you more than likely have either already seen it, already got your hands on it, or you're very much looking to get your hands on some of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you very much to Pandora for sponsoring and giving me a little Disney love. I honestly love doing Disney things. It's one of my favorite things to do. So thank you very much to Pandora for that. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.